kids, I'm out here in nature with
What the heck was that noise?
little Nathan.
Whew. I was kind of.
What are you up to, little Nathan?
Well, I was trying to keep quiet here. I was meditating.
Oh.
In these flowers and this bush, just thinking.
Where did you learn to meditate?
On Kids Minute.
Oh, good for you.
For round 1.
Okay. Well, I want to talk to you today about a story about meditation.
Is it better to talk about meditation or just do it?
Well, we're going to learn a little bit about it, and then hopefully the kids will try it on their own.
Okay.
So, Paul and Silas were in this town called Lystra, and they saw this man who was listening to them as they were preaching, but he was a crippled man. And Paul, what are you doing?
Stretching.
Oh,
Part of my meditative practice involves a little bit of stretching.
I think
Looking
you
at my
should
neck
just pay
here.
attention.
I'm still listening.
Well, this man was a much better listener anyways, and Paul saw, because he listened so well and he had eye contact, that he had the faith to be healed.
His eye contact?
His eye contact gave it away.
Oh.
And so Paul said, stand up. And this crippled man all of a sudden was able to stand up. Now, because they were in a town where people didn't know about God, everyone who was listening was amazed. And they started thinking that Paul and Silas were gods. They thought that Silas was Zeus and Paul was Hermes. And so they were going to,
Hermes?
yeah, I
I have this shirt I think is Hermes.
don't think it is.
I think it is. It says Hermes on it.
I don't think so. Anyways, they thought that Paul and Silas were these two gods, so they were going to make a sacrifice
I've been
to
told
them.
I look godlike in this shirt.
Yeah. Anyway, so they went
An
to
Adonis, they said. I look like an Adonis.
the place where, I'm just going to keep going. They went to the place where they made sacrifices to fake gods. And when Paul and Silas heard what the crowd was doing, they tore their clothes in agony. Because
I'm
that's
not tearing this shirt. This Hermes, is it Hermes or Hermes?
Hermes. But we're talking about Hermes.
Right, the shirt.
No. Anyways, so,
Don't rip my shirt.
right. They tore their clothes and they said, do not sacrifice to us. We are not gods. There is
Why
only
did they tear their shirts?
That's what the Jewish people would do when they thought something was really, really wrong and really, really sad. And that Paul had been preaching to these people for a long time, and they still were believing in fake gods made him sad. They still went back to their old practices. And so Paul ripped his shirt and he said, stop what you're doing. He said, before, when God allowed all the different people to just go their own way, he always left a witness of his goodness.
I'm having trouble getting past the ripped shirts thing. Is there a chance that people at home, when they watch us do this, they get upset and rip their shirts?
I don't think so.
I'd hate to have that on my conscience.
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Okay, but back to the story. What happened was God said, at one time you were all allowed to do whatever you want, to worship whoever you want.
Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly, right, exactly. And,
The only rule was there was no rule.
well, except that God showed himself to Abraham and to the Jewish people, and they were supposed to tell everyone about him. But God said, even when you didn't hear about me, I always left a witness to my goodness, to my greatness, and you saw it in nature. With good crops, with great rains.
So there's always somewhere you could look to see God if you're paying attention.
Right.
Which is what I was trying to do here before I was kind of interrupted a little bit. But I see God in your beauty as well.
Oh, yes. Yes.
In those pearly white teeth of yours.
Right, right.
In that strong, formidable jaw.
Okay, that's enough. So, what we are going to do, kids, today is we are going to look for God, his goodness, his strength, his power in nature. And I have a few pictures here from my friends who do that. They go out and they meditate on nature, they look for where God has left his fingerprints or left his beauty all over. So these are pictures from my friend Gail Lowen.
Oh, she does nice work.
She does
She
amazing
got
work.
3 panels there of a
Yeah.
stream and some hay, I think.
Yeah.
She saw God in the hay.
Well, she sees God in nature all the time. She always looks for where he has left his mark in nature, and
There's some clouds reflected in there too. That's a nice touch.
that is a nice touch. Yeah. So,
What else you got?
well, I also have pictures on the other side of what my friends have painted of
yeah.
different places in nature where they've gone. So today, I want you to go and look at things in nature. Look at how amazing a leaf is. Look at the beauty of a flower.
Smell the flowers, kids. Stop and smell the rose.
Right. Then you can paint it or draw it, or if you have a camera, you can take a picture of it.
Or you
And-
could paint a picture of your camera.
No, we don't want you to do that. We want you to focus on God and his beauty in nature.
But what about the order and precision of a camera?
Well, no, that's not what we're focusing on today. Today we're focusing on nature.
Okay.
So look for where you see God's beauty in nature and send in those pictures.
Maybe a picture like of your dad by the pool. You could send one of those in or paint a picture of him.
No. Anyway,
he is
I hope you have
masterful
fun with this activity. I would love to see all your pictures. Make sure you send them in, and we will post them around the church for when we get to see you coming back here to worship with us. Have fun with that.